Hello, light seekers. Thank you for joining me at HT Tarot, Waters Tarot. I'm here to guide you on your initial guidance towards March of 2025. This is not a timeless reading. This is actually specific to March. March this year is has a very big energy. And so I thought I'd come forward and give you guys some guidance based on the cards and what we're seeing as far as energy goes. So that said, please look at these stones, which is the best way to choose. I didn't show the cards this time as far as to help you make choices, because in this particular reading, I want you to go in blind, except for the stones. So take a deep breath in, blow out. Take a deep breath in. Go to your heart space. Feel that. And a deep breath out. And then look at each of the stones quite carefully. This one is a yellow calcite, which is a connection to the divine. That's its meaning. This is turquoise. And this is a traveler's stone to protect during travelers. And this is the tiger's eye. Tiger's eye actually has lots of meanings, but the ones that jumped out at me were manifestation. So again, go to your heart space and look at each of these stones and then make a choice. See you in your reading. Thanks. Hi, pile one. If you picked the yellow calcite, this is your reading, and we'll get into it. So the first card is Time to Go. And this again is all about the month of March for you, a very powerful March. And so I wanted to get some guidance. And don't mind the little in the green cloth. I got a little carried away with my smudging. But anyways, it's all good. Just know this space is very protected now. So card 45, Time to Go. And when I looked at this card, I got a very liberating feeling when I'm looking at it. It's actually it's a way of leaving behind the old and going into the new. So let me read what the actual book says about it. And endings, completion, walking away from something because there is nothing else to learn by that experience. So in this first card, you are at the end of one's journey and have not yet begun the next. This is a moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. This is completely in line with the eclipse and moon magic in general. Following the cycles of the moon. There's actually some excellent tarot readers on YouTube that do what they call moon magic. Just a shout out to that. So that person, and if you look up moon magic tarot, I'll believe it will come up. But I would look at that because, as I said, March is going to be powerful. And if they're talking about letting things go, they may also help you with how to use the moon in order to let things go and then move forward. Your destiny is calling you. So just know this is, so it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to dump everything and move forward, but let's get some 3 tarot cards. Tarot, I love tarot cards. I'm really good at these. I've used them all my life, which is, I hate to say it, plus 50 years now. But I'm very familiar with tarot cards. So let's see what your tarot has to say for you, and provide you some guidance on this process. So I'll just move this card a little bit down, and then we'll move forward and upward so we can see some ideas about what March might bring to you. So 4 of Cups, I'm told to take the bottom card, and I'm going to take the bottom card and the second to the bottom card because they were calling to me. Okay, so let's look at these cards. So the Four of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Knight of Cups. So this one is, the Four of Cups is a bit about contemplation. If you look at this young man looking at the Four of Cups that they have and the possibility of a future, Four of Cups in the future in the sky. So it's a contemplative message in this particular deck. And the Wheel of Fortune, which is a great major arcana. It's good luck, but it also talks about the ups and downs, the circular nature of life, that things go up and things come down. So even if you're leaving something behind, there's always something new on the horizon. And this is part about pausing and thinking about what's new on the horizon. But there is luck on your way. And that goes to this idea of tapping into the divine, which from the yellow calcite, and using that to seek your fortune. So the Knight of Cups reversed is a bit of letting a little bit of emotional overwhelm, in the sense that it's a passionate card, but in the reverse, so it has a bit of a perversion is the wrong word, but a sense of negativity about that. Maybe there's too much emotion that's steering you wrong. But let me tell you the Four of Cups, and because I'm using these cards, which I love these cards because I love all the yellows in them. So the Four of Cups talks about a period of contemplation, so meditating, reevaluating, and maybe there's a bit of disconnect. So don't let your discontent, don't let the Knight of Cups with its discontent amplify that to the point where you miss that prosperity, that opportunity that may come from your way through the Wheel of Fortune. So that's major. So I'm just gonna draw a card from a Soul Symphony card deck, which is it kind of gives you some ideas about what might be going on as far as blockages and such in the month of March for you. So, Angel Spirit Guides. What does pile 1 need to know about the month of March? Any reflections on the month of March? Yeah, this one wants to come out. Gift. So you, and I need 2 more of these. Communication and options. Okay, so approaching voicemail, waiting text, date, letting you go. This is a bit of the emotional part of the month and how things are working for you. And it looks to me like there's a bit of which goes to the Knight of Cups reversed. There's a relationship in all of this, and it may be telling you that you need to let it behind, and you've been contemplating it, but you've had a bit of a stalemate, but yet there is an opportunity that may come forward which will force it. Someone will be providing you a gift, although I'm hearing false gift, and it's like someone is, if you know this, they shower you with presents and love, etc., because they know you're going to leave or you're getting to leave, and they give you gifts and things. But if you notice, look for the text messages, look for those messages to see if they get back to you after they do something within a period of time, or they apologize when they need to apologize. Those are things that are going on here. And this is the options. You have options here. Please don't be stuck. You don't need to be stuck, even though you're contemplating. You don't need to be stuck in the month of March. March has your back. You're moving forward from the March. And then there's one last card I want to draw, which is your angels and ancestors to guide you. Pile one. What is for pile one as far as someone and a guide to help them through? Pile one for March, for the month of March. Pile one for the month of March. Okay. Great card. High Priest. So tapping into the main oracle card here of the High Priest. So let me just bring these cards down so you can see them, because we've gone through most of them. But I want to, again, gift, communication, you're going to be waiting, and then you're going to be thinking about options. And all of this will come because you've been contemplating about it. But there is the Wheel of Fortune providing you new opportunities. And on the way, you'll see there's some false messages in this particular relationship. So this is a relationship reading as far as I can tell. But to guide you is the High Priest. Intend and create. So tap into your own divine spirituality. You can connect directly, and the High Priest will guide you in that. So, and in the sense that you have the power to change your life, face your fear, and align with the light. Yeah, again, a lot of messages about the divine here, that you need to connect to the divine. And look for hawks as a symbol. Hawks are often seen as messengers. So when you're thinking about something, or you hear a song on the radio and you see a hawk at the same time, then you can evaluate whatever that message is. There'll be some reinforcement from that. So meaning the symbols and synchronicities will have to do with birds, raptors. This is actually a falcon, not a hawk, but the Egyptian god Horus, and holding the wand of Anubis, the Egyptian guide to the underworld. So again, it's always spiritually connected with discipline. So don't get too loosey-goosey with your emotions. Tap into the divine. Maybe get some yellow calcite for yourself and feel the force of new opportunities coming your way. I hope so. Pile one, that's your reading. I hope you found that helpful. If so, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in another reading. Hi, pile two. If you chose the green turquoise, this is your reading. Turquoise, you probably already know this, but maybe not. It was a sacred stone to the Native Americans in the United States. And it's a beautiful stone that they used to make a lot of jewelry out of, and still do. But it's supposed to provide protection for travelers. So there's a lot of protection, actually, I've been hearing. So this is your reading for the month of March. I hope you enjoy. So the first card you have is Yin. This is the Divine Feminine. And the Divine Feminine doesn't necessarily mean, it has nothing to do with gender. It has to do with actual archetypes of what the Divine Feminine brings to you as far as an energy. So for the month of March, tap into that divine energy and think about what it brings to the table for you. So looking to be receptive, letting someone else make the first move, gathering information and taking in cues, the art of conscious allowing. Conscious allowing is part of surrendering to the moment. When you're manifesting, don't get too hepped up about the results. Think in terms of, don't get too attached to what you want. Just work within the present. You put it out to the universe, and you say a little mantra around it or prayer, which says something along the lines, I'm here, Spirit, and for whatever the highest good is, please allow me to manifest the following, and in gratitude. So you want to make sure that you're in the right mood in your heart space, which goes to the yin, when you're making any desires or manifestations apparent. So, and asking the divine for help. It's good to be in a state of grace, which is helpful if you are also in a state of gratitude, which will put you in that state of grace. So in order to follow up with that, I'm going to be using 3 tarot cards. And as I said, I'm a tarot card reader at heart. I know the tarot really pretty well. Although I'll go to the book and read it, just because this particular tarot has some interesting insights, which I like to look at. Because you'll notice that with this. But it all works if you say, Angels, Guides, for my pile 2, please tell me something they need to know for the month of March. You always say a little mantra before asking, just like I was mentioning earlier, and we'll get some cards for you. Okay, well, that one needs to come out because it's upside down. Temperance. Great card. Major arcana. So another card that wants to come up. 9 of Swords. Reversed, actually. That's a 9 of Swords reversed. So I'm going to put this one on this card at the bottom. It'll probably be out of shot now. The Temperance, the 9 of Swords, and one more card. Strength. Well, wait, hold on. I'm supposed to shuffle this more for some reason. I don't know why. 2 of Pentacles, juggling. Yeah, which is, yeah. So we'll put that there. So let me talk a little bit about these 3 cards, and then we'll move to the next cards for the month of March. So Divine Feminine is the beginning. And on your travels, you'll be safe for being receptive. Temperance is a card of moderation. Oh, look at another card. The Empress reversed, snuck in there. That's interesting. So you've got 2 major arcanas here. So the Empress reversed is actually also a feminine energy, but a little bit of a more subtle. I'm not saying it's the absolute reverse in this case, because that's not what I'm hearing. I'm just hearing it's a subtle shift, meaning it's because you got 2 feminines. It's saying you're still going to have a little bit of guard up. The 9 of Swords is saying that there may be some loss if you don't. So you want to think in terms of, for the month of March, focusing on what you have in gratitude and be temperate about it. And then utilizing the Empress as a subtle feminine, not the bold feminine, which is what the Empress is. You can help yourself by putting a bit of protection in play, and juggling those 2 things. So you've probably been waiting for your ship to come in for a while, and that's what this is. It's saying you're juggling those things, and you seem to be doing it very successfully, but you're looking to the future to find out what it is. The 9 of Swords reverse suggests that troubled waters are behind you, that you've learned to juggle things, but there should be a sense of a little bit of protection. You have the power to be receptive with that feminine energy and juggle your emotions because of it. The yin here is the feminine energy, and the yang over here with the sun in the background is that positive masculine energy. And that is a little bit about that protection, which is a masculine energy. So I hope that makes sense. But let's get a couple more cards from the Soul Symphony card deck, they have words at the bottom, which I can interpret according to the other cards to give you a better idea about March and what to expect. For my pile 2, 1, heartstrings, taking advantage, fire signs, confuse. Yeah. Okay. So this was what I was talking about. There may be someone protection. There may be someone around you playing mind games with you, taking advantage of you, playing with your feelings, stringing you along, which probably is either a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries. Those particular energies are present here that may be playing these games, which are leaving you confused. But you don't want to run away. So, you may want to leave the situation, but you don't want to run away from the situation, which means that you need to go deep, figure out what's going on within your heart, which is causing you to be confused. And that's what I was saying in the and this isn't necessarily about relationships. In the month of March, you've got this reciprocity, the feeling of receptiveness. But you need to temper that a bit. There needs to be some protection, which is what the Nine of Swords is, reverse. The troubled waters are behind you, but you've got to still, if you're going to be receptive, you've got to protect yourself a little bit. And there's going to be some juggling. You're able to juggle all of this. This will be what will come from all of the rest of what you're up against. But something has happened that left your heart hurting. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship. It could just be the world as it is. But it's talking about potentially taking a journey, which is over waters, but the troubled waters are behind you. But the turquoise that makes me think of journeys. So the future may be about taking that journey, and being receptive to new things in March, and maybe relationships even, but keeping a little bit of a balance with it. Don't get a little crazy about it with your protection. Balance it. So that's pile 2 for the month of March, except I do want to ask it one more question, which is to provide you a guardian on this that you can tap into for pile 2. A card for them to think about, to help them on their March journey. Peacekeeper. So, on their March journey. Heart guardian, yeah. So this goes to the feminine energy. So tap into your heart again. Feel love and let yourself be loved. This will help you, guide you forward with whatever decisions you're making about the future. And we want you to be receptive at the same time, but keeping a bit of a balance and a little bit of a guard. Don't go diving in too quickly to anything. Make sure that you think it through, but through your heart. It's not about the mind in this case. It's about the heart. So Heart Guardian is all about that. So I hope that provides you enough insight to the month of March. Please like and subscribe if you like the reading. If not, that's fine too. You can tell I'm just learning this. But I'm really enjoying it. So take care, and hopefully we'll see you in another reading. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. If you picked the Tiger's Eye, this will be your reading. And the Tiger's Eye, as I mentioned, has actually a few few different properties as far as spirituality. One is protection. The other is manifestation, which was what I was really feeling from this card for this particular pile. But there's your tiger's eye. I'm just going to leave it to the side a bit so you can still see it. But this is your card. So imagine, this is a great card. So it's sort of this whole idea of imagining your future and for the possibilities of what it might bring. And it has the moon, which, as I mentioned, it's eclipse season for the month of March, so a lot of powerful energies. Imagine, turning imagination into manifestation, creative thought, visualization, the power of aligning imaginary and feelings, creativity, illusions. So yeah, this is a moon card. And I mentioned in pile 1 about there's a moon. There's a tarot reading on YouTube that talks about the moon and manifesting within the moon, which is great. But be careful of illusions and wishful thinking. Yeah. So that's the first. Let's pull some tarot cards. Where did my tarot cards go? Oh, there that is. It's hiding under a book. Tarot cards. I'll pick 3 cards for this, for tarot. Typically, if more fall out, that's fine too. Angels, guidance, spirit world. What is the message for pile number 3? Dropping cards out, please. This one wants to come out. Yeah, the Ace of Cups. I just saw that. It was funny. And I was like, should I pull that one or should I do some more? And it wants to come out. So the Ace of Cups is all about emotions, the beginning of emotions. That cup is the potential of the heart space, the potential of love, the potential of some sort of emotional fulfillment. Practically too. Ace of Wands, yeah, that's what I was feeling. The Ace of Wands. So this is not really a relationship reading. This is more about the beginning of an endeavor and a beginning of something new in creativity. Which are all, that's what the wands are all about, creativity. One more card. 6 of Wands. Triumph. I think I need another card for this. Clarifying. King of Cups. Interesting. So with the manifestation part of imagine what you want materially. The Ace of Cups comes with an emotional side of this, the heart side of this. And the Ace of Wands is going to be that creative part, the beginning of creativity. So an emotional and creative journey for March. And the 6 of Wands is it's sort of a triumph, but with a warning, with the King of Cups reversed. The King of Cups reversed is saying, you need to be careful of spilling too much too soon. You have to hold back a bit. I'm seeing artwork, potentially, someone who's an artist, and you don't want to put everything out there all at once. You want to do it in small batches. Something creative that you need to be doing in small batches. A small gallery, maybe, if you're a painter or a drawer or some sort of other work. Maybe poetry jams that you want to go to. If you're a writer, that might be beneficial to you. Getting your work out there, but only in small bits, because you don't want to get too much too soon. Because with pride comes a fall. And that's what the 6 of Wands is about with the King of Cups reverse. But there's a lot of potential here. This is a nice pile, actually. A lot of potential. So I'm just going to pull a few more cards to get some more clarification on this. Some words, some things that might come up in March that might help you or do warnings or some sort of guidance about this. Spirit guides, yeah. Reminiscing of the past, looking at photos, good times, facade, putting up a front. Yeah, okay, that's a good one. So what I'm seeing here, I hope you can see all of these cards now, but I'll go through them in more detail. I think, again, one of the things that, again, a lot of potential, but there's a few things that you want to, don't think too much of the past. Don't let the past hold you back, in the sense that if you throw it all out there, you're going to have, that's all you're going to have. You're just going to have all the reminiscence of the good times. It's just March. So you got a long time in the future to be working through things. So small steps, one at a time. Don't give everything out at once. It might lend itself to too much backward thinking. Okay? There's this, I don't know if you guys know this, but for the Nobel Prize, they don't like to give it to young people, because they believe that if they give it to the young, they won't do anything more in the future. Now, this is what I'm just trying to get at. If you throw everything out there at the very beginning, you're going to overload, in a sense. And then the fame may come too fast, or the things that you want may come too fast, and you'll need to pull back. So, and that will lead you to create a facade. I mean, it's like all of those YouTube influencers that get too much too soon, and they get too famous too soon. They create a facade. It's not true. It's not authentic in the end, and it will leave you to being ravenous for more and more and more. So I suggest you take it slow with whatever you're manifesting. Putting it out there is great, but you want to do it in small steps. And let's get you some guidance on those small steps that you'll want to take, a guardian to help you through that with our angels and ancestors oracle cards. So someone you can tap into, yeah, direction guardian, there you go. Choose your path. So the direction guardian is someone who's going to help you in giving you the needed direction when it comes to what you're manifesting. And keeping them in mind. Look at this pretty beautiful card with all of its it's got a type of raptor. It looks like either an eagle. I think looks like a bald eagle, or a bald, yeah. And then the bison here on the side, and also the lion. So it's like 3 different types of animals coming together, providing you direction. In the middle is the compass, and humans at the top. So you're going to be using, hold on, let me just look at the card. Here it is. Connect with your deepest desires and choose the path that will make your heart and soul sing. Oh, I like that. So, the Direction Guardian card represents the angels of direction. These amazing angels are the ones who come to you when we are at a crossroads and don't know which way to go. We are unsure of what is right for us. Refers to the vision of the Ezekiel, who is said to have been an angel with 4 different faces, one with a child, a cherub, one with a bull, one with a lion, and one with an eagle. Yeah, the eagle, there it is. The 4 faces show the angels can appear in many guises and guide us in many different directions, but always for our highest good. Yeah, so tap into the idea of being given direction on all when you're going through this creative process and bursting through in the month of March. There's a lot of help here. That's what I'm feeling from this particular pile. A lot of help. So tap into those guardians. I mean, you got 4 here. I would tap into all of them and make the best of it with giving and asking. Before you go to bed, ask for a guardian message for your highest good. And you will get either a message or you'll get a feeling. You'll get an intuitive feeling about where to go next. But it's all in the imagination at this point, to produce something with your heart, a material thing in stages. And this is March. There's a lot going on in March. So use that energy to your benefit to create. That's what this card is all about. It's about creation. So pile 3, that is your reading. If you enjoyed, I hope you like and subscribe. And we may see you in the future. Thank you so much.